Parikshit, it's over to you. Got some breaking news with you. Over to you, Parikshit, if you can hear me.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Sakal. We have Subramanyam Swami, BJP MP, top leader of the party, joining us. Mr. Swami, path-breaking verdict.
Yes.
This is something that Muslim women deserved. We were just speaking to one of the victims, and she said she was given a talaq over WhatsApp. Husband threw a chit of paper at her, and that was it.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's not deserved. They fought for it, and they won the battle. We only supported her, which other politicians didn't have the guts to do. And therefore, it's a beginning of a new step towards renaissance. Our society needs a lot of reform because of the last 1,000 years of foreign occupation and butchery and imposition of archaic laws. Now we want women and men to have equal rights.
Mr. Swami, do you think now is a high time? You know, the Prime Minister made it very clear from the ramparts of the Red Fort that this government stands with women on the issue of triple talaq.
Yes.
Should the government now come up with a law in Parliament?
Not for the triple talaq, because that we have already got from the Supreme Court. It has been quashed as unconstitutional, so we don't need a law. What we need is now where you have that 3 months triple talaq, where it can be done over 3 months with consultation.
Through the period of conciliation.
Conciliation and all that. Even that, it cannot be a triple talaq. It has to be a divorce on which it is based on proper division of property. The second thing is the inheritance laws are still archaic. We need a law for that.
So you're saying even now there is no equality between men and women?
Absolutely in Islam.
Yeah.
Only I would say there's a proximate equality between men and women in Hindu society. That's been traditional. We have traditionally, all our goddesses have more power than the male goddesses. So that tradition has to be revived. And we saw it in the Subramanyam when they said girls of 14 and above, for a certain days in the month they cannot come to darshan. We said, nothing doing, who are you? We told the pujaris off, and ultimately they accommodated.
So what you're saying, sir, is important, that today was the first step by striking down talaqe bidat, saying talaq in one go three times and it's done. But you're saying the fight is still longer. There is a lot where the government needs to step in and do.
Absolutely. Our society needs reform. And women particularly have been suffering a lot. Although our women have much more access to power than in, say, United States. But still that's not enough. We see in workplaces how women are treated, how women get lower wage rates. There's a large number of reforms necessary. But today we have got courage.
And even in the context of Muslim law, sir, in order to equalize the status of women, you feel this is where the government needs to frame a law and Parliament needs to legislate? Not
on this issue of triple talaq anymore, instant triple talaq, because it is done. What we need to do is inheritance laws, then the rights of women, there should be no fatwa for women wearing skirts in a tennis court or pants in a cricket match or so on. Women should have freedom which men have.
So those Muslim men, All India Muslim Personal Law Board, which said that triple talaq is necessary because it empowers women, otherwise a man would be forced to murder his wife. Do you think that this verdict today should silence all those people who issue fatwas, say don't wear skirts?
If such a man does it, we will put him in jail anyway. 302 IPC. Okay, so he can't threaten us that way. Women have these inalienable rights and they will get it because we have a constitution.
And you know, there has been this debate over Uniform Civil Code ever since this government came to power. Do you think that today's verdict is a first step in the right direction?
I would say the Uniform Civil Code objective has been 25% achieved. We need to achieve the remaining 75%.
All right. Thanks very much, Mr. Swami, for joining us. So that was Subramanyam Swami telling Republic that the Uniform Civil Code debate has been won by 25%, a lot more for the government to do. With that, it's back to you in the studios.